For the last couple of weeks, I've been collecting superheroes and supervillains, upgrading my roster and trying to build the best teams possible. I had briefly tried this game before, but I never really played it long enough to understand its mechanics, its progression, team building, and different modes. This time, I wanted to give it a real chance and see how far I can progress in a couple of weeks. In this video, I'm gonna show you my account, my strongest characters, the teams I've built, and I'm gonna tell you what I've enjoyed the most so far out of it. And I'm also gonna create my own alliance so you guys can join me in the battle and play alongside me in the new Spider-Man event. The game is Marvel Strike Force, and this video is sponsored by them as part of their new 4-week Spider-Man event. Marvel Strike Force is a free mobile RPG squad game where you collect Marvel superheroes and supervillains, build different teams and use them to complete different missions, events and objectives. You get to collect gear, all kinds of different resources, and you get to face all kinds of different threats in the Marvel universe. If you want to play alongside me, download Marvel Strike Force through my download link or from the QR code for free. After completing the tutorial, create yourself a Scopely ID and use the promo code SPIDEY on the Marvel Strike Force player gift page. This way, you'll get yourself a head start with the ultimate duo, Spider-Man and Hulk, and you're also gonna get yourself 2000 segmented gold orb fragments, as well as 4000 segmented training orb fragments. This is also especially a great time to be starting the game, because both Hulk and Spidey just got themselves a huge rework as part of the new event. Like I said, to claim the promotional rewards, just finish off the tutorial, get yourself a Scopely ID, and visit the Marvel Strike Force free gift page. Enter the promo code SPIDEY and collect yourself your rewards from your mailbox. Spider-Man brings speed, utility, and web-based crowd control to your team, while Hulk is gonna bring strength and durability. After using both characters, I have to say, they feel great together, and I can't wait to unlock the rest of the new Avengers squad, so I can see them with their full potential. The two characters definitely provide two very different packages for your team, and their reworks definitely make them a great addition to any roster. I had only played Marvel Strike Force briefly, so most of its systems were really new to me when I came back. After playing for a couple of weeks, I've reached Commander level 54, and I have unlocked over 80 characters, which honestly sounds kinda insane. And my total collection power is closing in on 500,000. These are currently my strongest characters, and I gotta say Hulk and Spidey are definitely receiving quite a lot of my attention, but I'm also pretty interested in Superior Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, Captain America, Black Widow, Vulture, Black Knight, and heck, even Shocker as well as Scorpion, because they're a part of a very good team I'm actually using in a lot of places. One of the first things I learned about this game is that upgrading all of your characters equally is definitely not gonna be the right approach with this game. There are many characters available, but your resources are definitely starting to stretch really thin once you start unlocking more and more, and if you try maxing out everybody at the same time, you're not gonna do pretty well. When I first started, I definitely was guilty of this habit, and I tried to level basically everybody to the max level as soon as I unlocked them, because resources definitely felt plentiful, but around day 10, things definitely took a turn for the worst and my resources started going down while my roster was growing. That's why I started learning which squads are worth investing, and I started concentrating on those so I can really keep on progressing nicely. That way, I got myself a reliable way to progress in things like campaign, missions, events, arena, and so on and so forth. This is the main team I've been building during my first 2 weeks, and my initial instinct was to select whichever character had the highest power, but the team composition is a lot more important than simply placing 5 strong characters, because different characters provide damage, protection, healing, control, and other effects, and also many characters receive other extra valuable buffs and benefits when you combine them off properly, especially when you pair them with allies from the same faction or team. Characters from teams such as the Amazing Avenger or Insidious 6 can strengthen one another or activate additional effects throughout their abilities. My current squad includes Spider-Man, Hulk, Black Widow, Captain America, and Black Knight. I'm using Black Knight as my primary damage dealer, while Captain America provides protection, ability energy, and defensive support for the team. Black Widow keeps everybody moving faster, with speed up and control. Hulk protects the team by drawing out attacks, and he becomes stronger as he takes more damage. Whereas Spider-Man provides crowd control with his stun and he slows enemies down. The combination between Captain America and Hulk has been especially helpful because Captain America keeps Hulk alive for longer, and that's gonna build momentum for us, and also Hulk is gonna be absorbing even more damage and damage the opponents based on that. For example, Captain America can provide defensive buffs and ability energy to allies, Black Widow follows with speed up so the team cycles through turns more quickly, Spider-Man disables key enemies, the Black Knight capitalizes on that with opening heavy damage, and Hulk protects the team by taunting and counterattacking as enemies focus on him. Learning these interactions has been one of the more enjoyable things in the game, and unlocking a new character doesn't only grow your roster, but it can also open up potentially new combinations for you and change how your entire team performs. The combat is turn-based and every character has a basic attack as well as a few more other powerful abilities. You can choose which enemy to target and when to use abilities with cooldowns. Some attacks damage multiple enemies, others provide debuffs, or you can use skills that protect allies, give them healing, buffs, and all sorts of other positive or negative effects. Manual control is more useful during more challenging stages of the game, because targeting the right enemy and timing the right skill at the right time can be the difference between victory or defeat. The game also includes auto battle, which helps you move through easier content more quickly. And I like how it respects your time, because you have the option to not only 2x but even 3x the speed of the animations. I've been using the auto battle for more straightforward fights, but switching to manual control when I really wanna progress through content which is actually more challenging. In some modes you can even simulate fights so you don't have to wait for loading times, and you can breeze through content you have already figured out. Outside of combat, progression includes increasing characters' levels, equipping gear, upgrading their abilities, and collecting enough shards so you can actually upgrade characters or unlock new ones. In this game, it feels like you're always gonna have an objective to look forward to, whether that would be completing a new harder stage, unlocking a character, finding a missing piece of gear, or preparing a team for a new mode. There's also plenty of different offers up for grabs in the offer tab. As soon as you hit level 11, you can grab the time heist offer, which is gonna help you unlock a lot more content faster. I breezed through those levels quite fast, but it was definitely gonna be faster with this offer, and it actually also gives you quite a lot of extra goodies too, so I think it's actually still worth it to get that for my account, because this is also gonna empower one of the teams I actually use the most in the game right now. So if I was starting over, I think I definitely would have grabbed this one as soon as it was actually available to me. Marvel Strike Force is currently running one of its biggest Spider-Man events of the year, inspired by Spider-Man Brand New Day, and the upcoming Age of Fear Chapter 2. The event runs for 4 weeks and introduces new characters, new gameplay, progression, and exclusive rewards. Spider-Man Tower gives players a series of challenges and resets each week. The weekly resets provide new challenges and rewards while giving players time to prepare and improve their teams between each attempt. The event also introduces the new Amazing Avengers theme, including the new reworked Spider-Man and Hulk, Blade Mighty, Spider-Woman, and Rachel Cole. Players can also work towards unlocking the new legendary Scorpion Breaker through the new Breaker Scourge mode. There's also a movie-inspired costume for Spider-Man and additional progression and rewards available throughout the event. My current event objective is to climb as high as I can on the Spider-Man Tower and start tackling the Scourge event, because those fights are actually really challenging. And I'll continue developing my roster before I return for another video later this month. Starting early gives players more time to actually experience the tower before it resets each week, strengthen their event teams, and collect the limited time rewards before the event ends. Marvel Strike Force offers several different ways of actually using and developing your roster. Campaign missions provide your main account progression, while Blitz allows you to use a wider selection of teams. Arena allows you to play against other squads built by real players, and the Cosmic Crucible allows players to actually go head-to-head in a tournament-style game mode. Players can also join alliances to participate in raids and alliance wars, which is a large weekly battle between alliances. Different modes encourage you to build more than one strong squad, because a team that performs well in one area might not do the same in another, or it might be restricted. The mode I've enjoyed most so far has been the campaign, because it has a pretty cool story and a nice progression to it, which always gives you something to look forward to. And it's also a great way to unlock extra champions for your roster or upgrade them. I've already reached the required level, so I can create an alliance of my own, which is gonna be the Kris 05 squad. Alliances allow players to fight together, complete raids, and participate in alliance wars. so we can earn extra rewards. So if you're starting Marvel Strike Force through my link, or you're already playing it, search for Kris 05 Squad in the Alliance menu and join us. I want to see how much progression we can actually achieve before the new Spider-Man event is over by the end of the month. And you can check out how the Alliance has progressed in the second dedicated video on my channel a little bit later. After 2 weeks, the part I've enjoyed for Marvel Strike Force the most has been the smooth progression. The game eases you into its more complicated mechanics gradually, and you have time to master one after the other. It's especially satisfying seeing how your characters grow after each fight and level. Building teams has also been more interesting, as I've unlocked more characters and started understanding their abilities and synergies. The game introduces many progression systems and modes, so new players are not gonna understand everything immediately, but give it time. My approach has been to focus on core teams, complete available missions, and gradually explore new systems as they unlock. If I was starting again, I definitely would not have stretched my resources this thin across so many characters, but instead I would have invested in key teams like Incendious 6 right away. I also would have taken advantage from the time heist offer a lot sooner, so I could have benefited through it even more. I still have a lot more to learn about the game and its many modes and mechanics. Marvel Strike Force should appeal to players who enjoy collecting Marvel heroes and villains, steadily developing a larger roster, and experimenting with different team combinations. After giving Marvel Strike Force a proper 2-week test, I've definitely enjoyed developing my characters and discovering new character combinations. The current Spider-Man event gives new players and returning players a clear reason to jump in, with 4 weeks of new gameplay, weekly tower resets, character reworks, and exclusive rewards. If you want to play alongside me, download Marvel Strike Force through my download link or from the QR code on screen, and after completing the tutorial and creating yourself a Scopely ID, use the promo code Spidey and get yourself Spider-Man and Hulk right away. You can also search for Kris 05 Squad and join my alliance. This is part of a larger Marvel Strike Force partnership, so you can expect more short updates on my channel, as well as an entire new dedicated video in a few weeks. Whether you're excited about Brand New Day, or you simply want to build a squad with your favorite characters, now is gonna be a great time to start playing Marvel Strike Force and jump into the Spider-Man event before it ends.